At the end of the spring and autumn period, Fan-li, the legendary sage of commerce who aided King Gujian of Yue in reclaiming his kingdom and amassed great wealth through 3 migrations, lived in seclusion in the land of Tao. Calling himself Tao Zhu Gong, he was the wealthiest man under heaven. However, an urgent letter from the state of Chu shattered his peace. His second son had been sentenced to death for murder and was languishing in a death cell. Facing this sudden catastrophe, the old strategist, known for his infallible calculations, locked himself in his study and meditated in silence. His wife was consumed by grief, and the eldest son was indignant, volunteering to go to Chu for the rescue. Yet, the old man insisted on sending the youngest son, who had never suffered and spent his days in luxury, accompanied by 1,000 units of gold. As the family's director of affairs, the eldest son felt a profound sense of shame, even threatening suicide. Am I so unworthy in my father's eyes? Under the heavy pressure of the whole family, the old man reluctantly nodded, but sighed privately to his wife. When the eldest goes, what he brings back will surely be the body of his brother. Desperate to save his brother, the eldest son traveled day and night. He found his father's old friend, Zhuang Sheng, a master living in poverty but renowned throughout Chu for his integrity and incorruptibility. Though living in a humble thatched cottage, Zhuang Sheng was a man of great loyalty. He accepted the gold and urged the eldest son to leave Chu immediately without asking questions. Subsequently, Zhuangsheng used the pretext of celestial changes to persuade the king of Chu. Only a universal amnesty can dispel disaster and pray for blessings. The king agreed, ordering a suspension of all major executions. As the news spread, the eldest son was ecstatic. His brother was saved. However, after the initial joy, a sense of loss crept into the eldest son's heart. He secretly calculated, since the king was already planning an amnesty, wasn't the 1,000 units of gold given to Zhuangsheng a complete waste? Ignoring Zhuangsheng's warnings, he returned to the master's house to bid farewell. The noble Zhuangsheng saw through his pettiness and sneered, "If that is the case, the gold is in that room. Take it back yourself." The eldest son was not polite at all. He personally hauled the gold, originally intended to save a life, back onto his cart, piece by piece. Zhuangsheng felt a monumental insult. He returned to the palace that night and told the king, "Your Majesty, people are whispering that your amnesty is not for blessings, but because you received a massive bribe from Tao Zhugong to specifically free his son." The king was furious. "How could I receive bribes? Men, execute Tao Zhugong's son first and issue the amnesty tomorrow." The eldest son never imagined that the gold he cherished so dearly would become the death warrant for his brother. Days later, the ox cart slowly returned to Tao. Inside was not the surviving second son, but a cold corpse. While the family wailed in agony, the old father sat before the prepared mourning hall, his face grave and his mind calm as still water. Facing the indignant rebukes of his family, he revealed the soul-stirring truth. "The eldest son started from nothing with me. He suffered and knows the hardship of life. Because he knows how difficult it is to earn wealth in the moment of life and death, he could not endure the loss. He could not let go of the money. But the youngest son was born into great wealth. Growing up in abundance, he has no concept of money's value and can easily discard it. Only someone who does not care about money can truly use money to save a life." This was not merely a failed rescue, but a profound manifestation of psychological submergence caused by environmental pressure. The psychological imprint left by the eldest son's youthful hardships became a limitation he could never transcend. The deepest tragedy lies in the parents' love and heavy reliance on the eldest son, which, due to the flaws in his character, became the blade that killed the second son. This is the cruelest truth of the human world. Harm is born from kindness. Enli Shanghai. When you believe you are saving, you might be the very one orchestrating the destruction.